Hi, I'm Dr. Lanier. Thanks for coming by. This is a series on community and how communities play an important role in long life and healthy life. We're going to be now on point 5, I believe it is. And it is that most of the communities that were studied in the Blue Zone were plant forward. Doesn't mean they didn't eat meat, but they were plant forward. I encourage you to watch the Blue Zone documentary, by the way. As you watch the Blue Zone documentary, what you see is that each community eats differently. It's a cultural setting. So it doesn't mean that if we ate Chinese food more, we would live long like the Chinese. It doesn't mean that if we eat African bush people's food, we would live long as they do. It doesn't mean that in Sardinia, that if we ate more pasta, wine, and tomato sauce, we would live longer. Each culture has their own food. Not one of them would necessarily make any of us live longer if we didn't practice any of the other principles. But they live and eat clean food. So, as we talk about plant forward, there are extremes, and I'm well aware of them. My patients ask me this all the time. All the way from vegan to carnivore. Somebody who eats meat only, somebody who eats vegetables only. Those are extremes, and I'm not so sure that those are intended to be a lifetime practice unless you happen to live where you're out of meat, or unless you live somewhere where you're out of plants, etc. So those are extreme settings, and those are extreme diets. This is not the place and time to go into that. But what they discovered from these blue zones, and what many people who do research into food have discovered, is that a plant-forward diet is good. Meaning what? Meaning mostly vegetables. If you look at a plate, the plate would probably be about 60% vegetables, 40% some kind of protein, meat protein. And so it's a smaller protein than we're used to. It's less than a Big Mac and some fries. It's more plants than it is potatoes. And so they eat a plant-forward diet. Let's just say two things before I finish. If we were in an agrarian society versus a sedentary society, Western civilization is sedentary. The days of manufacturing almost went away completely, and now they're coming back a little bit. Having a farm is almost extinct, except for big food industry. And so our food practices and eating practices have adapted. So that's a factor. But let's just say plant forward helps in these communities to live longer and healthier. There. I hope that you understood that. That is not winning any argument or proving anything. It's just a principle.